Have you ever wondered what it would be like to date a giant woman? Well, I know I have. And I'm calling out you, all you Lady Democrestru, or however you say her name, fans. Well, anyway, Saeko, Giantess Dating Sim, is not actually about that, so I'm sorry ahead of time, but instead it offers a terrifying dive into a twisted situation in which cowering in fear is actually a viable option.
Crazy pixel.
From the opening, it's clear that Saeko is not actually a dating sim. The game is a horror-style text adventure with point-and-click controls and light simulation elements. You play as Rin, a young man with some feminine features that he is often mistaken for a girl. One day he wakes up and sees a giant woman. She is not truly a giant, but Rin has actually just shrunk. Now the size of a toy, he begins living in one of Seiko's drawers and soon meets other tiny people. It's here that Rin becomes a supervisor who distributes items to his miniature colleagues and gets to know them. While that does sound kinda mundane, there is a specific, grim reason for this routine. Your choices carry consequences for group harmony and each character's stats. Everyone has appeal and health values, and it's important to raise at least one person's appeal above 45 each day. It's actually kind of hard to explain what makes Saeko so compelling without mild spoilers, but the main hook needs to be addressed. You see, the situation here is far creepier than the premise suggests. By giving food to the tiny people, you select one of them as a sacrifice for Saeko, essentially allowing the others to live another day. Each morning, new captives arrive, and you're forced to choose who will die. Sometimes you may want to rationalize the decision by picking someone with low health, yet you are still the one choosing Saeko's snacks, no matter the justification. The sense of hopelessness permeates every moment. A single poor choice or a slight insult can anger Saeko, triggering an immediate game over, so I should mention that it's easy to fail several times while learning the rules of the game. After finishing your daily duties, Saeko summons Rin for a private meeting. These scenes play out mostly as her one-sided monologue, a way to vent her stress while towering over you. Despite the limited agency, Saeko still expects your responses. Dialogue bubbles appear with short replies such as yeah, no, or and depending on these selections, more detailed exchanges can emerge in this conversation. Most of the time, you must answer her questions. Staying silent really annoys her, making her wonder if you're even listening, yet talking too much when unprompted will irritate her. These conversations are timed. Letters drift downwards, and you should reply only after she finishes speaking. Interrupting her is another quick path to her wrath, and if the pace during these moments feels slow, there is a fast forward button that helps, and you can pause if needed. Beyond pure mechanics, talking with Saeko fleshes out her life. She is a deeply flawed individual, messy and perhaps unforgivable, but she's more than a caricature. The script avoids cheap villain tropes and lets her contradictions stand. Choices that happen in the drawer or during chats shape multiple endings or early deaths. Between days, you can use a cell phone that displays new content based on your actions. The phone also offers small distractions with news headlines, a web novel, and a simple platform jumping minigame. The minigame uses one button and grants 3 tries per in-game day. It's pretty addicting amid all the tension. Visually, Saeko embraces fear. Most of the time, the screen is black and the drawer is a world without light, populated only by gray and white silhouettes. Faces have faint colors in their eyes, which doubles as user interface elements. Intentional glitches serve as animation, and the text box is framed by a twitching doodle line. Even during face-to-face scenes, falling letters and trembling reply bubbles reinforce the power imbalance. The soundtrack leans on alienating beats, and it definitely knows how to deploy the silence, yet when the music swells, it deepens the dread or lends Saeko's private talks a lo-fi intimacy. If the game stumbles, it's with the appeal in the health meter, which can feel undercooked. Much of the experience funnels you along narrow paths, and some players may wish for more strategic freedom. I felt like these limitations are thematically important, trapped by what Saeko deems necessary, and the player is a doll who must seize slivers of agency inside rigid boundaries. Saeko Giantess Dating Sim delivers an exceptional narrative about forced captivity and the uncomfortable truths revealed when survival hinges on arbitrary moral compromises. It masquerades as a dating sim while guiding you through a distinctive horror journey that probes fear, complicity, and the fragility of life. Noisy Pixel is giving Saeko Giantess Dating Sim a 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.